Hi, my name is Melena. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're not. Today, I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me. Kind of an old style YouTube, but also like current day TikTok. My desk is a mess. My room is a mess. So ignore that. If you see any of it, you actually didn't. I have a company showcase for dance today. I gotta do a full face of stage makeup that needs to last me for a few hours and through 8 dances of sweat and changing costumes. I already did my skincare. I washed my face, used a bit of moisturizer, and then I put on sunscreen. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I got the one with niacinamide because niacinamide is supposed to be super good for your skin. Also, this is a silicone based primer, and if you use something that is not a silicone based foundation, it's not going to stick. So I did figure out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation is silicone based. Let's let that get tacky. I'm actually going to do my brows using Archery Brow Defining Crayon and Gel. It's from Soap & Glory. I've never tried anything from Soap & Glory before. I like it. I like the shape of it. It's pretty reminiscent of that one Benefit pencil, that kind of tip. I'm just following the natural shape of my brows. I have pretty light and sparse brows, but the shape of them are pretty nice, so it does make it easier to fill in. I feel like I have stuff to update you guys on. I turned 17 on Friday, May 12th. So this is my last year of being a minor, which is kind of weird to say. The exam exempt seniors at my school, their last day was yesterday. And then all of the other seniors, their last day is this Friday. A lot of my friends from other schools who are seniors are getting out this Friday as well. So it kind of all feels really real. And I'm going to be a senior next year, which is a little insane as well. I feel like I keep saying that, but it just hasn't clicked because I feel like high school has not been real because COVID just warped my sense of time entirely. I was turning 13. I turned 14 in May of 2020, so during the pandemic. I always felt like more mature when I was younger. I always felt like I should have not been 12 in 2018. I felt like I should have been 16 already. Just to interrupt for a second, I am going to underpaint, so I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick, the contour one. I have the shade xoxo. Even before then, I was like, oh my god, I just like need to be a teenager already. Like, I just kind of wanted independence. I kind of wanted people to treat me like I was older. Can't really explain it. I think it was because I watched a lot of YouTube growing up, and I think I romanticized being older for so long. Then COVID hit, right? Like right before I was about to turn 14. Now time has flown by. Time has not felt real. Now I'm 17. I'm like, I feel like I should have been 17 since I was about 11 or 12, but also at the same time, how did I get here actually? You guys probably think I'm insane, but being in high school, like growing up during COVID, is like the weirdest thing ever. I'm just getting into full tangents. Now I'm actually gonna go in with foundation. What else? Oh, I finished my AP test. Was part of the reason I didn't post as well. Honestly felt like I did really good. I took government and politics and lit. If you've watched some of my other videos, you probably could see me stressing for it. SAT is over. I got my score back for that. I did good. Like, I'm very, very happy with the score I got, but also I feel like I could do better, so I'm thinking about retaking it. But I also need to do more research on the colleges I am like 100% going to apply to, would go to, and see if it would even be worth it to apply with my test scores, or if I just apply test optional. My first time actually buying this. For real, I bought it last night. I put a little on. But it's the NYX Sweet Cheeks in Coralicious. Applicators like almost like a doe foot. If I went a little too heavy-handed, that's okay because I'm going on stage. You're always gonna look a little crazy. But I think honestly this is like the perfect time to try it. I'm gonna just go back with the foundation brush and kind of tap back under my under eyes. Kind of for the coverage, but also so the blush isn't placed too high. Also just blends it out a little bit more. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Fix setting spray. I have this hand fan. I actually got it from a drag show I went to this summer. I'm just gonna let that dry down a little bit. And now I'm like super duper glowy. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder. I have this beauty sponge and it's really hard. I don't like using it or cream liquid products. I feel like it just soaks everything up. Kind of switched it into my powder sponge and I like it a lot more for that. Kind of baking anywhere that I know I'm gonna get extra oily. This just feels like so old school YouTube in the best way. I miss kind of long form beauty content. I know that there are still people who do it on YouTube, but I feel like the beauty community has kind of shifted to TikTok, and I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh, since it went to TikTok, it like got ruined. I just think it's different. Same with the book community. Like, I watch a lot more of like book content on YouTube. Maybe it's because I started watching book content, makeup content on YouTube, and so I'm an old dog that doesn't like to learn new tricks. It just looks different, I think. Also, you have to remember that they're kind of going through some of the stages that YouTube did at one point too. You know, they've had multiple problems with multiple people not disclosing that certain videos are paid sponsorships, that when they're using these products and they're talking about them, that they are getting paid to say good things. We all know mascara gate or whatever happened there. There's definitely other instances that I can't think of off the top of my head, but all of those that happen on TikTok like also happen over here, especially before the FTC kind of cracked down on some of that advertising transparency and whatnot. I could get into a whole thing about that. That's just really fascinating to me, just kind of how trends change. I'm gonna be so honest, like the beauty community in 2018 is part of the reason I kind of figured out what I wanted to do. I got really interested in a lot of business and advertising aspects of makeup, and then I finally figured out a lot of that is linked back to marketing, and now I'm going to be applying to colleges probably later this summer and into next fall for a marketing major. Just used the e.l.f. lash and brow gel. I really only use it as brow gel. I don't use clear mascaras. There's like missing product above my eyebrow, so I'm going to use a little bit of the Maybelline Superstay powder foundation, and I'm just going to kind of pack that on where the product should be but got picked up with the brow gel. I've been using my tried and true, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I've hit pan in both of the bottom shades. This one is such a big dip, it is almost pan, and this one's got a little bit of a dip. So I think I'm going to use Butterscotch. I'm gonna use Kimchi Chic, what is this called? The Thaler bronzer. It's not to the point where it's going to be all over the place, messy. I think I can get away with not repanning it. I feel like I told you that once my AP tests and my college classes were done, I was going to be able to have more time to work on content. And the reason is I'm spending 5 weeks in Europe this summer. So if I still want to post while I'm there, I'm going to have to schedule content to go up just because I don't know what connection's going to look like. And YouTube as it is with their uploading process can already be really finicky on like my home Wi-Fi, so I'm not taking any chances in another country. I don't know if I'm going to vlog while I'm there. I don't think I am. I don't really think that's gonna be my main priority. I really want to remember it and be present. I'm using the blush trio from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in Peachy Love. I'm just gonna dip into a little bit of all three of them. I really do have to sit down and brainstorm content soon because 5 videos along with whatever I'm going to be posting in the next like 3 or 4 weeks until I leave. I don't want it to be repetitive. I'm gonna use Raw Sienna. I just want this to be my transition. If you want to see me make any different type of content, comment it, DM me on Instagram. I would more than appreciate any ideas. Dipping into another Anastasia palette, the Jackie Aina one, I'm going to use Ginger, which is this kind of deeper, warmer brown. Anastasia, their hype has not made it over to TikTok. I feel like they fell off. I really love their eyeshadow formula. I don't know what about it is, but I just am obsessed with it. So my dad had to call and catch up. I put Credit in the outer V, which is this deeper brown. I also am now putting it on my under lash line. Lituation, which is this like deeper shimmer on the outer part of my lid. I put Zam in the middle of my lid, and I put Trust Issues in the center. I'm actually really loving how this is turning out. I'm gonna go in with Bodyography's Black Walnut liner. It's actually a deep brown. I'm gonna put it on my upper waterline.